Happy Venus Day, everybody. Welcome to this week's love energy reading for Friday, December 16th. Thank you all so much for being here. So as always, we have two segments to this reading. The first segment is going to be for those of you who are married or in established relationships. And the second segment is going to be for those of you who are single. So go ahead and check the description and the comment thread down below for the timestamp so you can quickly navigate to your segment. See you in just a sec. Alrighty, this segment is for those of you who are married or in established relationships. So as always, we have three piles. Okay, the first pile is rubellite, pile 2 is carnelian, pile 3 is a polychrome jasper. So for those of you who like to take your time while selecting a pile, now would be the perfect time to pause the video. And for those of you who like to just kind of roll the dice and take a chance, go ahead and click the timestamps down below. And again, I'll see you in just a sec. All right, pile 1, you selected the rubellite. So let's see. Okay, Judgment and the 5 of coins. So clearly someone is, I don't know, it's like the key is right there, but they're not able to really see it. I have a feeling this person here is like having to restrain themselves, be like, okay, like don't say anything. Like if I can give them advice, I will. But it's so obvious to me. I can totally see that the key is right there, but they can't seem to see it, you know. But you also don't want to meddle and you don't want to get involved and you don't want to like try to rush in and try to fix it. I think if you were try to fix this, it wouldn't go so well. This person wouldn't be very receptive to that. I don't think this person here is receptive at all. They're just kind of, I'm not going to say they're happy, but they really, really want to prove to themselves that they can figure it out, but they're also completely looking in the wrong direction. Chances are they're also not necessarily seeing their value right now. Now, this may be temporary. This may not be like a huge childhood thing that they're dealing with, right? It's just like right now, they may not be understanding how capable they truly are. You see it, or the judgment person sees it clear as day. And this is why it's going to take a lot of restraint, because it's so annoying when someone has this and they can't really see that the key is sitting right there. So let's see what comes through here. 8 of coins. Okay. So I'm loving the color in these cards. So what I'm seeing is you just getting busy, or whoever this is, the judgment person is just getting busy because they know that they can't meddle over here because it's not wanted. So it's like, all right, well then I'm just going to go to work, or I'm just going to, make this happen, or go do this or go do that, They're going to try to stay out of it a little bit and try to stay uninvolved with everything. I think that's kind of bothersome, though. I'm kind of getting a bothered energy with that 4 of cups. It's like, that's not what you want to be doing. You don't want to you like to go to work or whatever, but it's not really what you'd rather be focusing. I know you want to help with this 5 of coins. You want to reach out. You want to be of assistance. It's really hard to see someone go through something and like not be able to just like tell them exactly what to do and have them do it and have them to receive that. Maybe this is a very I can do it myself type of person, not willing to ask for help. And it's annoying. I can tell I'm getting very irritable with this reading. It's not bad. Like if you're married, this is not going to destroy the marriage. It's just like an annoying thing. It's like, they would just let me help. They would just let me show them where the key is. It would be so much easier. But for some reason, they don't want me to show them where the key is. They want to go through all the trial and tribulation of trying to find it themselves. But it's like it's not even to find it. It's like literally sitting right there. It's like someone walking into the room with their sunglasses on their head. Like, where are my sunglasses? Where are my sunglasses? But don't tell me where they are. It's like, but they're right there. It's like that. This person is going to figure it out, though. They will, even though it's annoying and, it's going to take longer than I think you would prefer. They'll figure it out. they're aligning as well. And maybe they don't just want you to tell them where the key is because they need the motivation to put their head up in the first place, And maybe that's what the magician really is them getting their energy right, getting that alignment going, getting their head, heart, and mind and physical body all going in the same direction. Maybe they've needed a little bit of just like time to pull away. They've needed that distance a little bit just to regenerate. When they do fully regenerate and they do ultimately emerge, and they will, but only in their own time frame, it's going to be really great. 9 of coins. This is something that everybody can benefit from, a 9 of coins. You're over here doing the 8 of coins thing. That's great. And then eventually they're going to come do this 9 of coins thing, and that's going to be great as well. You're going to have your stuff going on. They're going to have their stuff going on, or vice versa. And everyone's going to be happy and healthy and wealthy, and everything's going to be moving on along swimmingly. Just one little hiccup here. Just one little hiccup. Nothing too big to worry about. All right, let's pull out an oracle card today for the center of the reading for pile 1. What does pile 1 need to know today? We have do something for someone, give your attention to another. Okay. Well, I don't know that this person wants it. I mean, you can offer them love. You can certainly offer them, just the open arm. You can be the container for them, This is not a time to try to fix it, like I've repeated like 45 times already. But give your attention to another could also mean give your attention to something completely different as well. Has nothing to do with this, nothing to do with them. Maybe like, let's say you're a teacher or something, okay? So you go to work and you give your attention to your students. You're a member of some community organization, so you go to the facility and you start helping the people that you help. You go hang out with your immediate family and you help your sibling with something, okay? That might be a better use if they're kind of rejecting it. But just make sure they know that you're still there. Okay? All right. I'm going to leave you with that, pile 1. All right. Have a great weekend. I love you and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Pile number 2, you selected the carnelian stone. So we have 4 of swords over here and we have the ace of cups over here. So this person over here seems to be needing a rest, needing to kind of retreat, be a little bit of a homebody right now. Maybe you're not really handling the change of season all that well. Maybe you're like, oh my gosh, I hate how early it gets dark now. 4 of swords is just kind of needing to be a little bit alone, and needing their own individual and personal space. But the other person here is still holding space for you. That seems to be something that is creeping up in a lot of the readings lately, is that people are holding space for people. They are available if you need them, but there's no pushing, there's no prying, there's no forcing, there's no like banging your head against the wall trying to get someone to do anything. It's just like, no, I'm here. And it's completely non-threatening. And I think that actually makes the 4 of swords person feel really, really, really safe. And there's kind of this notion, like if you say, hey, take as much time as you need, chances are they're not going to need as much time. It's really about the freedom that is needed, or like that's what they need, right? They need the freedom to know they could. Doesn't necessarily mean that they will. To take time away, to be alone, to process whatever it is. 4 of swords individual has a lot going on internally and externally. There's a lot of powerful creation. I love the Chariot. It's one of my favorite cards because there's motion and evolution, progress, and it's a really strong masculine quality of getting from point A to point B, and it has this determination and it really understands the impermanence of a lot of things. And so it's just always moving forward. It's really future focused. Even if it's moving slowly, it's still moving. And the Empress, of course, is our incredible divine divine creation abilities. So it seems like there's a lot that's going on in the works. Because of all of this stuff, yeah, you may have a little bit less energy than you normally do. You may not have the capacity to stay up super late or the capacity to go. It's like everything you got is going into making something happen. Luckily for you, your partner is like, that's what I love for you. That's what I want for you. Please keep doing that. I'm not going to pressure you to give me attention. Like, give me attention when I can see so clearly that you're doing something that's so meaningful for you. Tower. Queen of Cups. Well, it's interesting. They've got a lot going on too. Hopefully you know about what's going on, okay? The Tower is not bad. It is a lot of change, though. It seems like you're both going through change right now. But I do feel that the Ace of Cups person is more capable of being there for this person, where this person is maybe really struggling being there for this person. I think that's just kind of the balancing act that people in relationships have to contend with. So even though there's a lot happening here, they seem to be in a great place and fully accepting and fully receiving of that Tower. There's no fight against it whatsoever. In fact, maybe in a lot of ways they see the good in that Tower situation. You know, they see how it had to be, that it was inevitable, that it was only a matter of time. And so there does seem to be a full embrace of it. I don't see them being completely torn apart by it, and I don't see them being in denial of it or anything. They take it and they move on. Queen of Cups is also quite magical in this deck. I love how she kind of has the energy sort of swirling all around her. She's kind of in this beautiful meditative state. There is a profound peace. I feel like this Ace of Cups person is very much at peace with things, and maybe they've had some kind of a come to Jesus moment lately where they've had to kind of take a lot of accountability, and they just have come into a lot of acceptance. And so because of that, there's not a lot of judgment towards this person. There's not a lot of neediness at all. There's just an acknowledgement, I'm a human being, you're a human being, and we're going through different experiences. We just happen to be in each other's lives. And right now, the most that I can do is just be there, so that's all I'm going to do. And I think that does provide a lot of emotional intimacy. It provides a lot of trust and loyalty within the connection. And they may be developing, but they're developing in a quiet way. And I think they're developing into someone that you really, really like, and that they really like. And that Tower was most likely a problem getting out of the way. See, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I am feeling very hopeful for this pile. Something beautiful is happening, and actually something beautiful is blossoming for the two of you as you embark upon your life together. A whole new chapter emerges. You get to know who they are becoming. They get to know who you are becoming. And there's just a lot of respect. And that's one of the most important things in a romantic relationship is respect. Okay? All right, pile 2, beautiful reading. I love you. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, pile number 3, you selected the Polychrome Jasper. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So we have the Page of Wands and the Lovers. Well, there's definitely something fiery and passionate happening between both of you. I think both of you are kind of feeling sexual, and there's that desire for that sexual intimacy and connection. Page of Wands is feeling really adventurous and playful, where the Lovers might be a little bit more physical with things and maybe even more cerebral as well. But there's something, truly connected going on here. You seem to be really in sync. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully this resonates with you. You seem to be really in sync. And actually, the love that's going on over here and the physical attraction and the physical intimacy, first of all, it's not just physical, right? The lovers is so much more than that. It is physical, but also there's an etheric nature to it as well. It's very tantric. And that can certainly make a person feel alive. And actually utilizing your sexual connection with someone that you love and hopefully respect, if you indulge in that and enjoy it, okay, it can actually make you feel alive. And it can make you feel like you're on top of the world. And I'm almost kind of getting like you just met each other and it's going really, really well kind of energy. Like this could be the one kind of energy. And even if you've been together for 20 years, maybe that possibility, maybe that energy is creeping up between the two of you. You're getting to know each other again and like, oh, wow, like I never really saw this person like that before. And there's some kind of a spark coming back. And that would be amazing if that was true for you. So let's see what else comes out for the Page of Wands. The Star. Anything is possible. Anything and everything is possible. It's amazing what happens when we're in love, right? Where it's like, yeah, everything is possible. Love makes everything possible. When someone sees and fully accepts us in our most vulnerable moments, nothing scares us. Oh my gosh, Knight of Wands. Hopefully this is really good sex, you guys. I really hope so. Hopefully this is really good connection. Really deep talks. 7 of Cups. Oh. And the 6 of Cups. There's almost like a past life quality coming through. I'm seeing so much enthusiasm. Each of you could really conquer anything. Now, the person over here with the 7 of Cups, I feel that there are choices in front of them. But they're not necessarily like romantic choices. I think they're life choices. Do I pick this one? Do I go down this road? Do I associate with that person? Does this job really fit what I'm looking to do with my life? And so while there is a sea of choices out there for them, it seems like they have chosen you, okay? Or again, this could be flip-flopped as well. But they've chosen you. And that's probably the one truly sure thing that they feel in their life. And while that won't last, not to be a total downer, but while it won't last, I think in the moment this was needed. You needed it, they needed it, everybody needed it. You just really needed this, like, what's really important kind of moment. Because what's really important is the love that you share. What's really important is each other and each other's lives and each other's very breath. And everything else could fall away and it's fine and it wouldn't matter. Jobs can come and go, money can come and go, houses can come and go, but the two of you together seem, I don't know, like something wonderful has the potential to happen. And I look at that star and I see whoever's relating most to this side, it's like because of this love, because of this feeling, you're going to go far. This person makes you want to go far. This love makes you want to go far. And it brings out the absolute best in you. The absolute best. Okay, beautiful reading for pile 3. We have choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. This is all love. This is what this is all about. That's all that's happening here. And while sex may be a big part of it, clearly there's so much more, okay? Like when we're talking tantric connections, I'm no expert, but I do know that is the most satisfying because it is inclusive of so much more. So enjoy this, guys. You definitely deserve it. Definitely deserve it. I hope this is true. I hope this resonates with you. If it doesn't, just know that this is a possibility for you. All right, that if you want it and your partner wants it, this could absolutely be something that you could fully embrace. Okay? All right, pile 3, thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, segment 2. So this is for those of you who are single and looking for love. All right, so we have 3 piles. Pile 1, we're using a carnelian stone. Pile 2, we're using a polychrome jasper. And pile 3, we are using rubellite. So go ahead and take a moment, pause the video if you normally do. Find your way to a pile that makes the most sense for you or that speaks to you. Timestamps down below, and I'll see you in just a sec. All right, pile 1, you selected the carnelian stone, so let's go ahead and take a look. So you're coming out as the Ace of Swords here, and then the Ten of Swords is kind of the external environment. Now, I don't mind the Ten of Swords. There is an element of freedom here. There's an element of being, like, coming out of a difficult situation. But that Ace of Swords is like really clear. There's like tons and tons of clarity there. Like, you don't have questions about what you want in love. You don't have questions about what you're looking for and what you value and what's important and what you need. Like, when I say need, I mean like really tapping into that Moon and Venus energy in your chart and saying, how do I receive love and how do I get my emotional needs truly met? So you seem very clear, where a Ten of Swords, it's not, I don't know that it's that self-aware. So you may be associating with people who just aren't as self-aware. And when they're not as self-aware, it's a lot more challenging for them to really show up for you. And so you may just be kind of in this period of faith and trust and just saying, okay, universe, like, I'm here. I'm here, and whenever you are ready to bring me somebody, I will be available and I will be receptive to that. But from what I'm observing out there and from the people that I might be connecting with, they're just not as far down the road as I am. Not that you're better than them, or that I know you don't think you're better than them. It's just kind of maybe the people you've been coming into contact with. One of the best things I ever heard that really changed my healing journey was, because I think with the law of attraction stuff, a lot of people can start blaming themselves for things like, oh, this bad thing happened to me, therefore I'm doing something wrong, or I'm somewhere inside of me calling this bad thing into my life. Like, not necessarily, right? Sometimes when you're holding a really high vibration and you're clear and you're self-aware and you have this sense of wholeness and completion, you may find people who are a little bit fragmented, who are drawn to the complete people, or the healed people or the self-aware people. They're drawn to it because it's something that they need, and so don't take it too personally. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, because you're definitely not. You're in a really great place. And I'm looking at this Queen of Wands. It's even better. I love this Queen of Wands. She's so happy and vibrant and brilliant and beautiful. And there's something very freeing about this particular Queen of Wands in this deck. When you have a freedom of mind and a freedom of spirit, like, you're golden, you're really winning and succeeding at life. Now, you may be at some point of like a crossroads or some point of a choice, not really knowing what you need to do or how to go about finding or attracting healthy love in your life. But I don't know that that's necessarily an answer that you need to have answered, or it's not a question that you need to have answered right now. What else is going on out there in the external world? Okay, beautiful. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and we have the High Priestess. So, first of all, I'm seeing really good luck with that Wheel of Fortune. We love to see that card. There's always a component of something good and wonderful and powerful that happens, although it is slow. Wheel of Fortune is not a fast energy. I'm actually feeling, for those of you who are completely single, that the person you're supposed to be with might be just beginning their path and their journey of self-awareness. High Priestess, right? The person that you're really meant to be with is coming up out of something challenging in their life, and they're starting to look within. This is why you can't lose this amazingness that's going on. You have to hold that, because the person that this person you're going to be with eventually, that's what they're coming into. And when they're coming into it, they're going to see it in you, which means that what you'll see in each other is something so special and so unique and rare. Okay? I know I don't like to dangle the carrot in these readings, and you guys know I don't like to do that of oh, they're coming. Oh, this week something is going to happen. But sometimes the energy of another person, even though I have no idea who that is or when it's going to happen, the energy of another person does creep in, and I do see that happening. Now, if you are in a hot and cold situation, and I've been saying this for weeks now, I really don't think that unless your situation person has some massive breakthrough in the next few weeks, that's not the person for you. That this is going to relate to someone else. And I don't want to see you sitting around waiting for this person to have this awakening, okay? Because you can never count on that. But maybe someone who is better for you, someone that the higher self and the higher intelligence can see for you, they're coming out of something that you've probably already gone through this. Especially if you relate a little bit more to the divine feminine and you're more attracted to more divine masculine type people. Because if you are more divine feminine, you probably just kind of are naturally more in tune for the most part if you're in the feminine energy. Whereas the divine masculine, of course, it can still be attuned, but it does tend to get a little bit more lost in the world. And I feel that this is a more divine or a more masculine quality. Now, I know that's not going to be the case for everybody, but the more masculine energies might be just kind of oh, okay, just realizing, just awakening. All right, so let's take a look here. One last oracle card for pile 1. We have love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Sometimes when we're single, it's easy to look out and be like, there's no one. Especially if you want somebody. If you actually are making an effort and trying to be in a relationship with someone, that's a very easy mindset to sink into. So that reminder to look around you and be like, no, I don't want to be the person that looks out in the world and just only sees the bad stuff. I don't only want to see people splitting up or getting a divorce, right? I want to see people getting married and falling in love and being happy and respecting one another and having healthy relationships. That's what I want to see. With that Ace of Swords, there's clearly an element of perspective, and maybe you are in the process of really shifting your perspective right now, and that's certainly a beautiful thing. Okay? All right, pile 1. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, pile 2, you selected the polychrome jasper. Let's go ahead and take a look. So you're coming out as the Fool. The environment has the Moon. So the environment right now is really kind of up for grabs. There's really a full gamut, a full spectrum of possibilities for you. But it may feel a little daunting, may feel like a lot. And I actually think right now the focus here is really just on the things that make you the happiest or the things that put you in a state of flow. Maybe happy is not even the right word. I don't think it's about happiness. I think it's just about doing what feels right, doing what feels productive and good and like it's building something good. And you're eating well, you're exercising, you're healthy, you're moving your body, you're building things, you're talking to people, you're just living your life. You're doing a good job living your life. I don't know that you're in this position right now where you actually want to go out and search for something. I think if you were to try to do that, it would just feel overwhelming or feel like a lot. It would feel maybe even a little bit burdensome in doing that. It would take away from your lightness, because I think right now it's all very light. There's not a lot of baggage or anchors tethering you down to the ground. You're buoyant and you're floating and you're ascending and you're growing. I don't think you want to slow that down. And if someone is going to come into your life, they're going to have to not be a threat to that. Hold on. I'm going to pull out. Okay, so we have strength and we have death. And then for the environment, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so the environment seems a little bleak. Like it's just not attractive to you. You know, it's just maybe not where you really want to be. And I think your faith right now of saying, okay, universe, God, spirit, higher self, I'm going to do my thing. And if you bring me someone great, I will accept them and I will love them and it will be great. But right now, I don't know that I could actually put myself out there, at least not this week anyway. Like, no, I'm going to just hold back. I'm going to focus on my own thing. Because clearly with that death and rebirth, you are occupied, right? Preoccupied. You have enough on your plate. And it does seem like you are focused on the future, like really, really focused on the future, thinking about your life, like in really serious terms. And you don't want to just go out here and play with just anybody. You don't want to just like have a couple dates. It's like, if I'm going to go on a first date with someone, I already got to kind of know that they're, first of all, serious about the same things that I'm serious about. And second of all, we're compatible and we make each other laugh and we respect each other. Like before even date number one, that's probably what's got to happen, you know? Because I think you don't want to wait for your future. You don't want to think of your future as something so far out there. You want it now. You want to live your future now. You know, you don't want to think of like, oh, someday when I meet the like, there's kind of this demand. I'm feeling with that strength card, like a demand that you're placing on the universe. Like, universe, I'm not messing around. I'm not just gonna dilly-dally. I'm not gonna wishy-wash my way through this. So there's certainly a lot of decisiveness here, a lot of discernment, and being highly discriminating, not in like a bad way, but being like, okay, that's for me and that's not for me. This is what's in line with my values. This is not what's in line with my values. You're actually going to change your life really, really fast if you keep approaching it that way. You're going to change your life really fast, and you are going to actually accelerate the attraction process. Accelerate has certainly been a theme for the past few months. And I think as we move into January, I know we're not quite there yet, but later on, all the planets by the end of January are going to be moving direct. And so there certainly will be an acceleration between February, March, and April when Pluto and Saturn move signs. And also Mars moves signs as well. Let's see what comes through here for the Oracle card. Embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and to be accepted. This doesn't have to be soft. I'm seeing like a unicorn here, but I don't see like a softness. I think this is actually like with that Fool card, the Strength card, the Death card. It doesn't have to be weepy emotion. It doesn't have to be pain and wounding emotion. I think this is the emotion of authority. This is emotion of strength and power, you know, and when you allow yourself to surface these emotions or these ways of being, I know authority and power is not an emotion, but you know what I mean, like the confidence, feeling confident, feeling in control, or feeling like a true creator, really. Saying this is what I accept, this is what I don't. I'm going to curate my life, I'm going to be specific, and I'm not going to waste my time. So anyway, now I'm just repeating myself over and over. Sorry about that. But I think it's a pretty straightforward reading for you anyway. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much. You guys know I love you. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, pile number 3, you selected the Rubelite. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, so you're coming out with the King of Coins. We have the Knight of Coins over here. Well, I'm definitely seeing compatibilities out there for you. My concern is that this guy's walking in the opposite direction. So you may have recently had a situation where, I don't know, there was someone, okay, maybe you liked each other, maybe you did get along well, maybe things were progressing, but for whatever reason they decided to move on. And I don't even necessarily know that you feel confident in their reasoning. Like whatever reason they gave, it didn't probably make a lot of sense to you. But you're not going to go chase them, that's for sure. And I don't think right now, pile 3, you are in any state of just like, no way are you going to be chasing anybody. No freaking way. So you're just going to let people walk out. You'll let people come in. You'll let people walk out, knowing full well that the people who are meant to stay will stay. And if they want to work on it with you and they want to grow with you, then they will. And I just genuinely don't think that you're worried. A lot of relaxed energy coming through with that King of Coins. Just so relaxed, so at peace, so accepting. Ooh, even the Queen. Focus on your life. Her eyes are closed at a beautiful state of rest. Ace of Coins. Okay, pile 3, I know you are not worried. There is no way, shape, or form that you are sitting there worried as to whether or not you're going to find someone. It's like, yeah, I know I'm going to find someone. I know I will. I know they'll show up. I know that God will provide. No question. Not even a little bit. No question at all. So what's going on out there? We have the 3 of Coins. Finally, a non-pentacle card. Okay, we have the King of Swords. Okay, well, out with the Knight, in with the King. I love a King of Swords, especially in this deck. He seems very at one and at peace with nature. Feels really connected with what's around him. The problem with a King of Coins and a King of Coins and a King of Swords is that they're both sitting down. Both have their lives. Like you've got your life, they've got theirs. And definitely a King of Coins, at some point probably you overgave. You gave too much to someone, and so you learned at some point that you can't do that anymore, and you can't accommodate people anymore. So you kind of like self-prioritized, which is fine, and I don't think that's wrong. I definitely don't think that's bad. But it does mean it will take longer for another king or someone who's at your same level to show up because they've also done the exact same thing. So chances are the person that you're really going to be with is going to be a slow, gradual progression in coming together. And this may be someone you actually already know, someone that's around you, someone that's in your sphere. Maybe you even dated them forever ago and it didn't work out, whatever the case is. But they see you and you see them. But I do think it's going to take some significant time for the two of you to come together. But I think you're both willing to wait for that. And you're both willing to wait because you want it to be the best and you want it to work. People are not in the mood. Like Venus in Capricorn does not mess around, right? People do not want to just play. People do not want to just be casual. I don't know, the whole casual vibe just completely left the building. At least in my community anyway. I think people were doing that for a while, but people realize what a drain it is, especially if you're having sex with a lot of people, right? There's like an emotional and a spiritual drain. So you're not about doing that. And with that 3 of Coins though, I do think this King of Swords is really wanting to build something. There's a lot of collaboration and creativity, and They want to build an empire with someone. They want to build a legacy, generational wealth, all that kind of stuff with someone. And I actually feel like this could be like a business owner or someone who has a successful, kind of venture in their life. They're already successful. So you don't need to kind of be with them in the beginning stages of it. It's already going. It's already operating. They already have things all well put together, So it's only a matter of time, I think. It's only a matter of time. Slow but gradual progress coming together. True love. This love is once in a lifetime. Yeah. I've been feeling it in the air. I've been feeling it. A lot of you single people, not saying everybody, but I do think a lot of you single people are going to find your person, like till we die person, and till we die and beyond even. So that's really good news. Okay. All right, pile 3, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.